Hello and welcome to Hot Sauce News, a channel where you get all the latest trending news. Rhulani, coach of Mamelodi Sundowns, he has come out to actually clarify what exactly took place between him and Erasmus. You remember that over the weekend, Rhulani, there was a Black Label Cup that was happening in FNB Stadium where Mamelodi Sundowns was playing against Amazulu Chiefs, was playing against Pirates, and eventually Mamelodi Sundowns won, and they were facing Orlando Pirates. So there was a tackle that was made to one of Mamelodi Sundowns players, and that was a life-threatening tackle that took place. So in that, Rhulani actually expressed his anger towards the player who was involved in that. And Erasmus, you will know that he used to play for the Mamelodi Sundowns, and now he's back to Orlando Pirates. Actually exchanged some really not so good words between him and Rhulani. Rhulani felt as if he was being disrespected, and he felt like he deserved much better from Erasmus. But then Rhulani went on to say, guys, remember that when Sundowns was playing against the Pirates in Polokwane, actually Kenneth scored, and he went on and celebrated the goal in front of Mamelodi Sundowns. And he's been saying rather a lot of things in the interview regarding Mamelodi and Sundowns that are not really good from the perspective of a Mamelodi Sundowns. So Rhulani went on to explain on what exactly took place and why he felt as if he deserved much better from Kenneth, because he felt as if they had a very good relationship outside of football as well. As Rhulani mentioned that he even went to see Kenneth's family when they lost one of their family member in PE. Guys, take a look at the rest of this video and do let us know, what do you think actually is going on between these two? Do you think Kenneth was right or Rhulani is wrong? Let us know.
No, Kenneth then remonstrated and said things towards me that I felt I did not deserve, especially from Kenneth, particularly with what we had been through. You know, there's a lot of things, but to end it all is we exchanged texts yesterday. We spoke about it, and I think for me it's not just the one isolated incident. There does seem to be a little bit more from the goal celebration to the interview and now to this and then of course, like I said to him even at the end of our conversation, I said, love and light. I wish you love and light, because this we should also never forget, Rob, that at times we dehumanize, and I say this all the time. I say at times we dehumanize athletes and dehumanize coaches. You know, we look at people and we think they don't have emotions, they don't have hearts, they don't have things that are troubling them and that they've gone through. And
hence you came to the defense of Temba Bavuma as well, because you showed a side that I didn't even expect, because we all know what Temba's been going through as a human being.
Yeah, and Kemet, to be fair, has gone through a lot over the last year or so, and things shouldn't really be blown out of proportion, and we should look to try to assist these players, because at times they act out of themselves, you know, but only because maybe they've got certain emotional traumas, if you want to call it that they themselves are still struggling with. And when you look at the sequence of events that I've just spoken about, they lead to telling you that it's not even personal for me. You know, it's not a Kemet versus Rhulani issue. I just happen to be a coach that got very upset on behalf of his player, because no way am I going to be on the touchline and I'm going to get one of my players.
You and Erasmus, touchline. Let's get that out of the way before the break. What would you like to extend on that? I'm going to ask you any leading question. It's just, I mean, he was here the other day. We had a word with him, and then this happens on the weekend.
I think I'm going to speak about it for the very last time.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I'm going to do that is because Kermit sent me a message, I don't know, just after 10 p.m. And we exchanged texts. And I think it ended right there. What I will say about it is when I look at the sequence of events, I look at him scoring a fantastic goal in Polokwane against us, but I look at the celebration and how borderline it was in terms of possibly even lacking respect towards Sundowns and maybe even going towards our supporters and the way I then listened to some of the interviews that he's done and some of the things that he's mentioned and said, which were completely incorrect and maybe even borderline disrespectful towards not just the club, the fans, but also the Motsepe family for what the club has done for him. And then of course the event on the touchline, because one, it was a tackle that was made on someone who I thought was a very close friend of his while they were teammates. I mean, Hashim Domingo and Kermit, for me, while they were together on the pitch in the squad, they looked quite close to each other. And my reaction to the tackle was not actually even to the tackle, was towards Zakhele Lepasa, who started clapping towards the red card and clapping towards Koki, as if to say, as if to encourage that type of behavior. And funny enough, Zakhele Lepasa, after the match, came to me and said, "Coach, I apologize because I am also a victim of a career-threatening injury."